Welcome back to the Legend of Nneka, the woman who saw the moon. In the last episode, Nneka was drawn to the river by a mysterious voice, warning her of the coming darkness. Now, the village elders debate what to do, unaware that the fate of their village lies with Nneka. He who runs doesn't waste time waiting, for the race is ahead of him. Under the broad canopy of the ancient tree, the air was thick with tension, as the village elders argued about the dark signs that had been appearing. The birds seemed quieter today, and the villagers watched from a distance, knowing this debate would decide their future. Elder woke. These omens cannot be ignored. The spirits are restless. We must prepare ourselves for what may come. Elder Chidi. Restless? Or perhaps we are frightened by shadows. What proof do we have that anything is amiss? Nneka watched from the shadows, her heart pounding. She knew time was running out, and the village's fate rested on her shoulders. She could feel the weight of the prophecy, the whispers of the moon in her ears, but she could not yet reveal her truth. As the elders debated, Nneka returned home, her father waiting at the entrance of their compound. Obioma had noticed the change in his daughter, her frequent disappearances, and the quiet intensity in her eyes. He knew something was wrong, but he did not know how to help. Obioma. Nneka, you've been quiet lately. What troubles you? You know you can speak to me, your father. Nneka hesitated, her heart heavy with secrets. But she couldn't burden him with the visions, not yet. Nneka. I'm fine, Papa. I'm just thinking about the future. Obioma. The future will come whether we worry about it or not. The dead do not scare the living. But Nneka knew her father's proverb held little comfort for the storm that was coming. That night, as the moon hung high in the sky, a figure appeared in the village square. Tall and draped in vibrant cloth, its mask glinting with feathers and cowries. The masquerade's arrival sent waves of fear through the villagers. The masquerade's voice boomed across the square.
The time of darkness approaches, and those who are blind will be consumed. Only she who sees beyond the moonlight can save this village.
Nneka's heart raced as she listened from the shadows. She knew, deep down, that the masquerade's words were meant for her. But what would the village do when they found out the truth? Later that night, Nneka sat alone by the fire, the masquerade's words echoing in her mind. She had always known that she was different, but now she realized that her gift was more than just seeing the spirits of the river. I am the one who must stop the darkness, she whispered to herself, her voice barely audible over the crackle of the fire. But how? Nneka stared into the flames, her mind searching for answers. The path ahead was uncertain, but she could not ignore the calling. The village needed her, whether they knew it or not. The morning came, and the village was bustling with preparations for the harvest festival. But Nneka could not shake the feeling that something was wrong. She watched as the villagers laughed and worked, oblivious to the shadow that crept closer with each passing day. The time is running out, Nneka thought. I need to act before it's too late. She knew what she had to do. She would gather the courage to confront the elders and reveal her gift, even if it meant risking everything. What strikes the brave never kills too soon. Nneka closes her eyes, seeking the wisdom of the river. She feels a chill as the voice, deep and resonant, calls out to her. Nneka, child of the moon, the time of darkness is upon your village. The elders debate, but their hearts are clouded by fear. You must guide them toward the light before the storm descends. With a gasp, Nneka opens her eyes, the weight of the warning settling heavily on her heart. The river speaks and I must listen. But how do I guide them when they do not see what I see? Nneka takes a deep breath, her heart pounding. The fate of the village's future rests upon her shoulders. Nneka, to herself, if I do not speak now, the village will be lost in darkness. But can they accept me, a child, as their guide? With newfound resolve, she steps forward, her heart racing as she approaches the elders. The murmurs fade, and all eyes turn to her. I will speak the truth no matter the cost. If the elders will not listen, I will find another way. She stands tall, her voice steady, echoing the ancient proverbs of her ancestors. Nneka, in the face of fear, wisdom must guide us. Just as the yam flourishes with care, so too must we nurture the truth among us. And so, Nneka stands at the edge of a decision that will change everything. The weight of her destiny grows heavier with each passing moment, and the darkness looms closer. What will she do next? Will the village listen when she reveals the truth, or will they reject her? Join us in the next episode as Nneka faces the elders and begins her journey to save her people from the coming storm. Remember, when the gods have willed it, no ill will befall the innocent. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share your thoughts on this unfolding legend. Will Nneka find the strength to fulfill her destiny? Let us know what you think, and see you in the next episode.